Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the weekly report. Tariffs are theft. The U.S. and China came closer to a full-fledged trade war last week when China imposed tariffs of up to 15% on key U.S. agricultural exports. This was retaliation for President Trump's increasing of tariffs on Chinese exports to the United States from 10% to 20%. China's retaliatory tariffs show how export-dependent industries are harmed by protectionist policies. Even if other countries refrain from imposing retaliatory tariffs, exporters can still suffer from reduced demand for their products in countries targeted by U.S. tariffs. Businesses that rely on imported materials to manufacture their products also suffer from increased production costs thanks to tariffs. President Trump acknowledged how tariffs harm U.S. manufacturers when he granted U.S. automakers' request for a one-month delay in new tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada. Many American consumers who are struggling with high prices are concerned that President Trump's tariff policy will further increase prices. They are right to be concerned. Contrary to popular belief, foreign businesses do not pay tariffs. Tariffs are paid for by U.S. businesses that wish to sell the imported goods. When tariffs are increased, the importing businesses try to recoup their increased costs by increasing their prices. Consumers then must choose whether to pay the higher price, find a cheaper alternative, or do without the product. Whatever they choose, consumers will be worse off because they cannot spend their money the way they prefer. Tariffs may provide a short-term benefit to the protected businesses. However, tariffs could keep businesses alive that should be allowed to fail so the business owners and workers can put their talents to use in other endeavors that would more greatly benefit and the whole economy. Defenders of tariffs, including President Trump, claim the revenue from tariffs can be used to offset the revenue government loses from tax cuts. Some even claim that tariffs can generate enough revenue to allow the government to repeal the income tax. The problem with this is that a tariff brings in more revenue to pay for tax cuts only to the extent the tariff does not cause consumers to cease buying imported goods. Thus, the tariffs to bring revenue to the government must not be large enough to discourage Americans from buying foreign products. The more tariffs increase government revenue, the more they will tend to fail in bringing about another often promoted tariff goal, an increase in the purchase of domestic goods. According to the Tax Foundation, if President Trump's tariff plan for China, Mexico, and China were fully implemented, it would increase federal tax revenues by $142 billion this year, an average tax increase of over $1,000 per household. The tariffs would also decrease economic output. This does not account for the decline in consumer satisfaction because of consumers being forced to alter their consumption choices because of government-caused price increases. It also does not account for the new businesses, products, and jobs that could have been created had government not drained resources from the productive economy via tariffs. The economic effects are a good enough reason to oppose raising tariffs. However, the main reason to oppose tariffs is that tariffs, like all taxes, including the inflation tax, are theft. Thanks for listening.